The US has sided with Russia twice at the United Nations as they sought to avoid any condemnation of Moscow's invasion of its neighbor 3 years ago. Washington and Russia, in fact, aligned first at a morning vote at the General Assembly and again at an afternoon vote of the Security Council. Russia has hailed Washington's position on Ukraine. The Kremlin says the US is taking a much more balanced position, which is really aimed at trying to resolve the Ukraine conflict. The two votes highlighted a seismic shift in the balance of power, as earlier Washington had steadfastly voted for resolutions that favored Ukraine and condemned Russia. In its 11th emergency special session on the situation in Ukraine, the United Nations General Assembly passed two resolutions proposed by the United States and Ukraine. Washington did not vote in favor of its own text. In the 193-member General Assembly, the U.S. draft resolution received 93 votes in favor, 8 votes against, and 73 abstentions, including India, China, the United States, and Ukraine. Undeterred, the United States brought the earlier unchanged text to a vote at the 15-member UN Security Council in the afternoon, securing its passage with 10 votes for and none against, alongside 5 abstentions. The abstentions were France, Britain, Denmark, Greece, and Slovenia.
The United States sincerely appreciates Council members' support for this resolution and applauds the action, the first this Council has taken in 3 years on Ukraine, to firmly call for an end to the conflict. This resolution puts us on the path to peace. It is a first step, but a crucial one of which we should all be proud.
The resolution, drafted by Ukraine and supported by many European countries, received 93 votes in favor, 18 votes against, and 65 abstentions. India, along with China, abstained, while the US, Russia, Belarus, and North Korea were among the countries that voted against it. The three-page resolution strongly criticized Russia and emphasized Ukraine's territorial integrity and inviolability of its borders. And then Washington drafted a rival resolution, but it did not mention Russia's aggression or condemn the invasion. However, Ukraine's European allies pushed to heavily reword the US text to say that the full-scale invasion of Ukraine had been carried out by Russia. And for more on this, our correspondent Anas Malik sent us this report from Kiev. Take a look.
The Ukrainian side has seen and noted the development of the United States siding with the Russian position at the United Nations General Assembly and the United Nations Security Council last night, and they believe that this is a continuation of the paradigm shift that they have witnessed in the US policy towards Ukraine. Now, it is pertinent to mention the fact that the Ukrainian side also believes that this is also a continuation of the arm twisting, or the usual arm twisting that the US is doing, which the US believes that they can force through which the US can force Ukraine into a deal, a ceasefire agreement, and a minerals deal as well. Now, with regards to that minerals deal, we're expecting that to be signed as early as next week at the White House. The contours of that remain shrouded in mystery as we speak, but largely the Ukrainian side believes that any deal that has to come through has to come with the rider of having a security guarantee going forward for Ukraine and the people of Ukraine. Anas Malik in Kyiv, in Ukraine, for WION, World is One.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.